And this is a little story that starts out our introduction. And it's called Take Command. And any of you who've been around with me for a while know that I use the term take command a lot because I distinguish command from control. And command is what we do when we're sovereign. It's when we have the power within, we've built the power within, and we're able to make peace with the past, come fully in the present so we can command the future. So that's what taking command is about for me. But this story shares with you about where I first heard that term. I'm sitting in a large auditorium filled with several thousand people. On stage, a silver-haired, highly polished white man in a $5,000 Armani suit is teaching about sales. He's everything I've learned to distrust. I'm sitting arms crossed, eyes narrowed, barely breathing. I'm committed to being here for the next few hours, so I think I might as well listen to what he has to say. As I listen, my mind slowly begins to open. He's confident and passionate, yet surprisingly not egoic. And I'm getting drawn in. He started out talking about his work in the insurance company and how over time he became a trainer for people in the insurance industry. Yeah, good at sales, I think, getting people to buy life insurance. But now he's shifted and he's talking about the seminars he's created to help people not just be better at sales, but to create lives they really desire. He's talking about how to do what you want with your life and not just fill your days with somebody else's priorities and then drag yourself home without energy to do what you love. My ears perk up. I'm at a transition point in my life. I spent the last 8 years getting a PhD, and then I landed a plum professorship at an Ivy League university. I'd accomplished everything I had set out to do. The degree, the job, the book that was about to be published with a major academic press. But I was unhappy. I was getting sick, and I wasn't sure why. I was confused and uncomfortable. My whole life had led me to this place, and astonishingly, I didn't want to be here. I was standing on the edge of the world I'd known, a chasm of uncertainty gaping before me. Several months earlier, I'd been walking down West End Avenue in New York, searching for I didn't know what. I'd thrown my arms up in the air, gazing at the splintered clouds and brilliant blue overhead, and out loud, I said to the universe, I don't know what to do. I'm at the end of what I know. So you have to bring me what's next. I'll do my part. I'll go out and look. But you have to bring it to me because I have no idea what's next or where I'm going. You have got to bring it to me, okay? This was the first time I'd explicitly put out a request, a prayer to a higher intelligence. Before it, I'd always relied on my own strategy and intelligence, and they'd taken me far. But now I knew I needed help, and help of an entirely different kind than I had experienced before. Not long after, the opportunity to join a network marketing company called Nikken, a health and wellness company from Japan, came to me, and I resonated with the company's philosophy of the 5 pillars of health. Their products had helped me resolve a back issue I'd had for a decade, and I loved and trusted the person who had introduced me. Yet it all felt at a distance, a bit blurry, as if I were in a dream. The environment couldn't have been more different from what I was used to. Everything about it was foreign to me. I'd grown up in an academic family, and the life of the mind was what I knew. It's what I was good at. I wasn't at all sure where this was going. I'd agreed to come to this event to get a bigger picture of what was possible. That's how I first met the man in the Armani suit, Bob Proctor. Proctor, ironically, caught my attention partly because of how erudite he was. Little did I know that that moment that Proctor would be my first prosperity teacher and a catalyst for my next phase of life. Back in the auditorium, Proctor is telling a story about inviting a man to a seminar. I'd really like to do, but I can't, the man says. Well, why can't you? Proctor asks. Well, because I have to work, the man replies, as if this were obvious. What does having to work have to do with coming to the seminar? Proctor prods. I can't just not go to work, the man says, exasperated. I have a family, a mortgage. Proctor points his finger out to the audience, and I swear he's pointing directly at me. He says, "When are you going to take command of your life?" Mm. Like an arrow to my heart. I inhale sharply and pause my breath. My eyes dart side to side, seeing nothing. "When are you going to take command of your life?" I repeat quietly to myself. When am I going to take command of my life? Wait, aren't I in command of my life? I pause, considering. No, actually, I don't think I am. Not anymore, anyway. This was a very uncomfortable admission. I'm stunned and really don't know why. My mind spins as if in a room of mirrors. Everywhere I look, I see myself, yet I seem and feel different in each reflection. For years, I'd known who I was and exactly where I was going. I was delighted to go to graduate school. I'd done extremely well and landed an exceptional job at Columbia University. I'd been totally focused and I'd created exactly what I wanted. I'd felt very in command until, well, I didn't. At that moment, I was in the void, the old falling away, the new not yet formed. What does that even mean, I wonder, to take command of your life? For Proctor, in this moment, it means not being beholden to a job that would limit your options and control your time. But what else does it mean? What else? I came to really like that phrase, take command, even though it confused and scared me at first. I liked it so much that 15 years after my first encounter with Proctor, I named several major 3-day events I created Take Command. I use the term command as distinct from control, as stemming from the power within that comes with personal sovereignty rather than fear or the desire to dominate and control others. Of course, this contrasts sharply with our common association of command with being something that kings, queens, emperors, or empresses do to others, command their people. In developing our feminine sovereignty, we practice taking command first of our inner landscape, then of our actions and interactions with others in the outer world. What that looks like and feels like is the subject of this book.